You know, I got to ask about the music. I wanted to ask about business and stuff like that, but I don't want to let anybody down. I want to ask about the music and stuff. What's been your favorite project you've ever worked on? Like, just ever?
It's always my most recent. It's always my most recent. And then the older it is, the more I hate it. You know?
I feel that.
Like, people...
I can feel that.
I was screaming Program to Wreck for so long, and people were like, hey, man, that Program to Wreck, and, you know, probably, if you were with me from the beginning, then that was, you know, it probably made memories to that. I don't like it. I don't really want to hear it. Not saying you should. Please listen to whatever you feel. But it's like, you know, you go to your, you go to mom's house. She pulls out the little bucktooth baby picture.
Right.
I don't want to see that, you know. But it's always my most recent, you know. And then I always feel like I'm just on one, and then wait a couple of months later, and then I'm like, well, that was cool, but now this is this, so. We just stay in that pocket, you know.
That's hard, bro. I know in previous interviews you've mentioned that in San Antonio that we, like in the past, we were always on like Swisha House, Slim Thug, Freestyle Kings, like Charlie Boy, all those, you know. Do you feel like Third Degree helped set the stage for San Antonio to come into its own sound or its own lane in the rap scene, or do you still think we're kind of like finding our sound or our own lane?
Man, that's a hard one, man. San Antonio is such a melting pot. It's so different from all the other cities that there's so many different sounds, you can't say that that's a sound, you know?
Right.
Some people moved here from everywhere, so there's all these different sounds, you know? Even I don't have a specific sound, you know? I might be East Coast one day, I might be Texas down south, I might auto-tune it. It's just such a melting pot. There's so many people contributing so much, you know? But at the same time, I don't think that's our issue. Our issue is just lifting each other up, being honest and being themselves, you know? And not just, you know, with the misinformation, the noses up, blocking people out type stuff that I hate to admit that, but we're still guilty of, you know?
We do have a lot of that. Are you a fan of battle rap?
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any favorites right now?
You know what?
That's actually one of my friends' questions.
The battle rap people go now. Sue Surf is one of my favorites.
Sue Surf? I'm not familiar.
I like Sue Surf. Sue Surf's probably my favorite, man.
Bet. I don't keep up with battle rap a lot, but I keep up with URL. And I just renewed my little thing because Casey J, she's from San Antonio, and she was on Queen of the Ring. She was actually on URL. And she's pretty dope. You might want to check her out.
Charlie Clips, too. I like Charlie Clips, but I'm a Sue Surf fan. But yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm going to have to look them both up, bro. I'm going to check them out. I know you've mentioned that you keep your ear open to, like, any kind of music, basically, like, right now. But I know in the past interview, like, I think with Big Cree, you've also mentioned that you keep your ear open to, like, foreign music, like England drill, Puerto Rican trap, cumbia type stuff. Do you think that is what helps you stay relevant? Or, like, just to see, like, how music changes or catch new ways before they actually come through the industry?
Yeah, I think you have to be open. You have to be open because... even like I was just saying, like the way I described something in 05, if I just stayed in that little box, then, you know, shit's changed, man. So you have to be able to translate to today's listener, to today's ear, I have to put it through whatever medium or whatever BPM and beat playing, you know. Man, even the beat structure now, it's not the same as they were structuring beats back then. So back then, I feel like I had more room to say what I say. That's why sometimes I'll just get a slower beat so I can execute that stuff. But really, you know, more melodic or whatever. But really, like what we did today, like that type of stuff, I got to structure it different, you know. It's more condensed, and you have to take away, and it's hard, like, okay, to say one thing, but you got to take certain words out to fit it, but it still mean what you want it to. It's a little tricky, but you have to bend. You have to bend, or else you're outdated.
16 bars, 3 verses. You can say everything you had to say. And now you have to say all that same stuff.
Set up, punchline. You
12
can wait.
Bars.
You can wait a little bit, let it breathe, do all that. Man, yeah, you better get
do
out
all that in 12 bars, 2 verses now.
Right.
Man, so what still time? Because I feel like personally, you make timeless music. I can go back and listen to Program Direct. I can go back and listen to the first one you dropped when you got out with London Fog on it. The name is escaping me right now.
Forever Live.
Yeah, and then I could go back and listen to New Jack Live. I can go back. Like, to me, they're all timeless, you know. So what drives you to make that timeless music? Like right now,
that was always the idea. To me, it all. Of course, it's not.
I haven't you spit right now, bro. I'm like, what the fuck?
I haven't executed. That's always the idea, but to me, I haven't. It's not all timeless to me, but of course, because I'm trying to progress it. I don't want to get caught up in no trends. That's my nightmare. Because when that trend's done, and you're known for being this trendy dude in this trend, you're done. You're done with it. They're gonna throw the baby out with the wash water. You know.
That's facts. I've heard you mention multiple times that rap careers typically last about 4 years. So that would probably be about. I mean, most reasons probably why, because they're following a trend or a certain sound,
and they don't even know what to do
after that.
What to do after that, or even
Right.
change up or anything. And, you know, or you'll be that old school guy, man, that still raps like he's in '88. You know, somebody's coming back. No, it's not coming back. Lost.
Leading off of that, because like how I feel about your timeless music, do you have any advice to my indie listeners and indie artists coming up as far as longevity and consistency in music, aside from just like not getting lost in
Number one, man, be yourself. And I just did a post yesterday. Be yourself.
I saw that.
Be yourself, man. Don't look, man. If it's not you, don't be out here selling a whole bunch of drugs in your raps or killing 22 dudes in your song, man. Just be you, man. Look,
right.
The top dude in the game right now, whether you like it or not, is Drake, right? The dude is just him. He was just rapping and saying about being vulnerable and whatever, but he didn't conform to what Wayne and them was doing, you know, on their style. It was being real to himself.
Right.
Whether you like the dude or not, that was him. You can't hate that part. So just do you and put you out there. And if they like it, they don't. But there'll be nothing for them to come back on and say, oh, well, you faking or a little chink in your arm, and they try to check you and prove you. They go, man, we ain't gotta worry about that. Be you and use it as a stepping stone, or you don't just think the music is the end all. I don't care how much money you have or how good a run you feel you're having. Don't let it be the end all, you know? Get some businesses with it, man. Get some investments with it, man. Partner up with another business, man, with your homeboy's business or whatever makes sense, you know, and build it, and, you know. But it's not an end all.
That's gems right there. So I hope people are taking notes. Any extra advice to upcoming artists on how they could possibly make more money off their music, or just in general?
You know, on that, it has to make sense for you. Some people, if you got it, or you got investors or people coming and staying independent might be the best way you could do it. But I can't say, you know, little Jerome in the hood, hey man, nah, just stay independent, and he can't even turn his lights on. They offer him a deal, he's turning down deals and just making himself suffer. You know what I'm saying? Right, it has to make sense for you.
That's facts.
You know? But also, if don't just think, okay, I'm making this music and I'm good, so they're gonna discover me and it's gonna be just fine. Man, you have to operate as if no one's coming. There's no help coming, you know? You have to go for it all, man. But, man, don't pump a song. Promote the song. Don't just jump off it too early. Don't think you're just going to make 20 million songs and one of them is going to get you out of where you... Right. Don't worry about that, you know? But at the same time, make you some merch. I'm not saying everybody got to come out this motherfucker like Jay-Z or some shit, or, you know, have champagne bottle. Get you some merch, man. Have your boys set up a pop-ups or whatever, you know? Give people an experience or something they can hold on to or whatever. Just always provide for the fan experience, man, because that's where we're at right now, you know? CD era, kind of, whatever, you know? But the fan experience is not going nowhere. You create a person a wonderful experience for their meeting you. You know what I'm saying? Of seeing you, you got a lifelong fan. You know, and that translates to $1. That translates to $1. You know, because you don't need millions and millions of people to really mess with you to have a nice career, man.
I heard it's like 1,000 real fans.
You can have 1,000 real fans spend fucking $100 just a year. That's $100,000 a year from your fan. $100,000 year from your fans, you know?
On that merch note, appreciate those stickers you gave me.
Yes, sir. And little things like that, too. Just want people to see you, man. Just little bits, man.
No, you're right on that whole front, because whenever I talk to my girl about things like that, I've done a lot of brand ambassador work for, like, big companies like Coke and, like, just, like, a lot of big companies, like, from T-Mobile to, like, a whole bunch of dumb companies. And they always have you walking around with free stuff because they want you to give people and create that little experience. And it works for any business, like we were talking about earlier. Like, it doesn't matter if it's rap, the way you talk about rap, you talk about it as an actual business. So I can appreciate that.
It's the fan experience, man. Like, when I'm gonna say, man, the best person I've ever seen, like people person doing this, is Paul Wall, right? Shout out to Paul Wall.
Oh yeah.
Paul Wall made every single person feel like he done known you for your whole life, man. Just how he and it's genuine. Like, oh, what's up, baby? Like, oh,
that's hard, bro.
Like, man, Paul, he's cool there. So anytime, I don't care how that was 15 years ago, man. You ain't got nothing bad to say about this man. You see, ain't nothing weak about him, but he just gave you that feel like, damn, man. Say, hey, Paul Wall on here, you gonna play shit. He's selling stuff, man. Let me go ahead, man, get this for Paul.
There's not really a lot of genuine people out there like that, man. That's awesome to know. Off topic, I had one of my friends ask if there's any way we can get that Fresh Out the Pyrex mixtape.
Man, it was that DJ Doe, I think. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a minute, man. That's one of my favorite tapes.
I've never heard that one, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've heard a lot of your shit.
That was
bro.
a pretty good one. That was a pretty good one, man. I don't know. It's a mixtape. I only got about 5 songs on it, but yeah, that one's pretty good, man.
I've never heard that one, man. We have to see if we can get our hands
on it. I did that
Taking
On, that DJ Khaled Takeover. And I rapped like 4 verses on it and switched like 4 styles. It was pretty cool, man.
Bro, yeah, we have to try to find that. I googled it and nothing came up. I was trying to find it.
Yeah, Takeover. The only thing on the internet is Takeover.
Yeah, I tried, bro. I was trying to do all my research before you came. I didn't want to ask no questions that you already been asked. All that, you know what I'm saying? Anyone you want to shout out or anything new you're working on? You want to tell the people?
Man, shout out GMG Gang, man. See you now. You know what I'm saying? Bird. You know what I'm saying? JD, King Kali, Sos, Famous. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, man, and shit. Right now I'm on Control Freak. That's what I'm working on. Control Freak.
I saw you post it 2 times. You're not sharing it too much. I saw you share it a couple times.
The thing right now, we just pumping Total Control, seeing what video to shoot from that. But I'm always working. And
speaking on Bird and GMG, I appreciate you introducing me to the guys at Epic that one time, and that was awesome. I appreciate your time, bro. Like you always come in here, you drop a wealth of knowledge on me, so I felt like you had to kind of give something to the people as well.
Absolutely.
I know everybody was asking about like old stuff, and I'm like, I want to give them like the business, like the secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that people don't ask you. Appreciate your time. Live?
Yes, sir.
Dog, we're going to drop in Money on the Way on the 3rd. I'm also going to be opening up for Prescription and Davis Entertainment, Corey Kendricks on that same day. Speaking of Davis Entertainment in Paul Brawl Wall is happening, and he's going to be hosting Davis Entertainment boxing event. So there's a whole lot of networking going on. If you like the wealth of knowledge we're dropping on you here on LDT Radio, we're all about learning, doing, teaching. So make sure if you like the content we're bringing you, if you want to learn new things and keep elevating, if you like to hear about new indie releases without the ego, make sure to follow us on IG, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and fuck with live.
Hey, still gonna get this dope.
Let's go.
Y'all know.
I appreciate you so much. That means a lot to me.